When my brother was shot on August 9th, I was dancing at a powwow, and my cousin comes up to me before I danced with tears in her eyes, and she said that Coco had died.
Is there any Native people in that jury? No? Huh.
We talk about unity, we talk about reconciliation. What are you going to do?
Yeah, the New Year's coming right on.
Hey. Welcome everybody to RezX, an Indigenous lifestyle show for everyone. My name is Chris Ross.
And I'm Tyler Tootoosis.
Yes.
The New Year man. New Year, new me.
So it's a new year, and thank everybody for tuning in to RezX. And first, before we get started, I want to thank our season sponsor, the Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Authority. Make sure you go visit one of their casinos this season and, you know, support them because they support you. They give back to the community.
And they support us.
Yes,
Hey,
they support us. And I support you.
And I support you.
Oh, man. Oh,
New Year
support
celebration.
everything.
New Year support.
And also another person that supports is the Sagay Artist Collective. Our
Shout out to
co-sponsor.
those guys.
Let's give them the support they need because they give us the support.
What would life be without artists?
And without
Right.
support.
Right?
Yes, exactly. And so that's this is our happy new year.
That's why we're happy.
That's why we're happy. 2019 in review. We're saying goodbye to the last year and we're saying hello to the
The
new
New
year.
Year 2020.
Yeah, so with that, let's get the show started here. Let's put these away until
Save the
end of the
batteries.
show. No. keep
Oh,
going,
okay. I
keep
put
going.
mine on like a slow blink.
Oh, you can put it just slowly. I got
Yeah.
like on a, you know.
Well, I'm slower. It's not a fast blink. I'm
There we
getting
go.
older,
There
so
we
I
go.
slow down.
There we go. All right.
We're getting geriatric now. We gotta slow down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got you know, the theme of this episode is, you know, just like it's Happy New Year, but it's also saying goodbye to Old Man 2019. You know,
Oh, so long.
I was out the other day and I seen this really old brittle man, and I'm like, yeah, that's 2019 right there.
2019. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to talk. We're gonna talk about some of the biggest stories of 2019. That's kind of what's on the dock here. We're also going to talk about some of the best Indigenous stuff of 2019, things that happened in 2019.
Good topic,
They're really
man.
cool
And there's
things.
some good stuff in 2019. Hey.
And we're also going to talk about our highlights, personal highlights as well too. So, you know, Tyler, let's just run down some of the news. Like the last couple of days, I may not have captured all the news stories. Like I'm sure by now, you know, you'll be hearing like people coming out with the top 10 news stories, newsmaker of the year. You know, but here's ours. So the year started off with. And these are like just mainstream news stories, right? The year started off with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Do you know who that is? That's AOC. She was the youngest Democrat to be nominated to the House of Representatives. I
How
believe.
young?
I think she's 29.
Holy
Yeah.
man.
But I might have got that wrong. I think it's like I think she was nominated anyways, and she beat this long-standing Democrat, right? This Democrat for the nomination.
Yeah.
So anyways, look her up, people. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Talking
She
about
is just a
pushing out
young-
the old guys and bringing in the new
and
stuff.
she's just shaking up the Democratic Party. People just love her. So you got to check it out.
I'll check that out. I'm gonna check that out. You
So-
guys check that out too.
so that's what the year started with, and that was just really awesome. And then continuing on, I went straight to, let's see, there was the Jody Wilson railroad
Oh yeah.
was
That was a
fired
big
by
case.
Justin Trudeau. Do you remember that story?
Yeah, I remember that. I was a really big story for a while, and that's kind of settled down now, right?
Yeah. They tried to get her to lie, and they tried to get her to help, you know, this other company. Right?
It was like huge corporations, right? Yeah. Something to do with those corporations.
SNC Lavalin, all these shady politicians, all the shady people, and
Right.
yeah. But we had an Indigenous woman that was the justice minister at the time that really stood her ground, stood her principles. So shout outs to Jody.
Oh,
Wilson
what
and
about the
Rebo.
exoneration too? The exoneration of Palmaker, my chief in Palmaker. Literally, that's all they did was drop the charges. Mr. Trudeau came and be like, "Hey, right on, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
you might as well exonerate the whole other my other cousins too."
Why did you do that while you were here?
Yeah, don't just do it for our past chief. Do it for the whole res bro, Trudeau bro.
Exactly. And so also there was there's a lot of other things that happened in the news here, but one of the coolest things that happened was the Toronto Raptors winning the NBA championship.
Who would have thought that would have happened, right? We would never. We were just younglings when they came to Saskatoon as an expansion team. Remember? Do you remember their stars?
they
The
had,
star point guard.
Damon Stoudemire.
Right,
Yeah,
Mighty
yeah.
Mouse. Where's he at now? Well, he's probably doing okay. you know?
Yeah. But that was amazing. I was actually in Toronto. I attended one of the games.
How
One
was
of the,
that?
it was like madness. It was like madness throughout the streets.
Yeah.
And also, who could forget? Remember the 2 BC serial killers that were on the loose?
Damn, man, they freaked everybody out, right? It's like the whole country of Canada was on red alert. And everybody just got into it. That's the first time something happened and it hit nationwide, hey?
Yeah, everybody was worried. They thought that, but it was so crazy because how could they not find these guys?
Right, man? And it's like, and they just kept running. Who knew if they had the outdoor experience? Me, if it was me, I'd just have one song rolling in my head the whole time while I was man on the run. Do-do-do-do-do. I don't know. It'd be a good soundtrack, if anybody wrote my story on it.
Yeah, I would have I don't know. I can't put myself in the shoes of a serial killer.
They went across the country almost. Started on BC, crossed, didn't get caught, but they kept
Yeah.
switching up vehicles.
But
eh?
I think what happened is I think they were getting a lot of help. There must have been
probably,
a
eh?
family member or somebody that was sending them money.
That's
had
right.
to have been because how could they have survived that long? You know what I mean?
That's
And
true.
so that was a crazy story if you remember. And, also, and then some of the things to end the year was the election. If there's any one thing that stood out of the election was Justin Trudeau's brown face controversy. If you remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh my God, man. Has anybody ever talked about Shear anymore? Who's
And
Mr.
then Shear.
Oh yeah.
Shear is
Shear got sheared like a sheep this election.
yeah, and then he just got recently in trouble for spending $700,000 or $900,000 of the Conservative Party's money, overspending, and also using money to fund his kids in private school, and so
Holy
that's
smokes.
pretty bad.
I guess he needed a little bit of extra cheese on his Whopper.
yeah, no kidding, man. It was like the year of shadiness, man. Of
Right?
and firing. He resigned basically, right? And another person who didn't resign, but also but got fired, was, I'll give you a hint. You people.
I got this.
Don Cherry.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
don't watch hockey though. That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
That's right. Yeah, Don Sherry. Poor guy. I never did like those colors he'd wear on those suits though. I
Yeah.
think they just overdid it. They're just like
Yeah, I
kind
was
of
like, you know what I think?
Yeah.
That was really
And
disrespectful.
people in Canada, it's about time somebody stood up to that
Yeah.
old man, and he probably just took it like he was like, I'm an old man now, I can say whatever I want, I'm a senior
Yeah.
citizen, but
And that's the thing people don't understand about the whole term "you people." It's you never hear people from minorities say "you people" to anybody. You
No,
never
you
it
don't,
usually
yeah.
comes from a majority, race of people that when they get upset about
Right.
a certain group of people.
But now everybody avoids that term, you
Yeah.
people, and once somebody hears that, that's like dry grass, man, and just dropping a match, and it's a wildfire, and they're like, oh my God, what have I done? To be like, yeah.
And to speak about like immigrant people and people that are coming to this country, man, it's like, holy smokes, man. Like, one of the things we have to understand is they come from a lot more
Hostile territories
hostile
and-
situations, and they come to Canada, and it's like it's very much different, and but to experience racism coming here, it must be pretty hard, So to a lot of our viewers out there, immigrant viewers and people that are new to Canada, lift your head up high, be proud. We're a welcoming country. We love.
That's the way to think. Mr. Sherry, you should have thought about that, about unification, not pointing a light at certain people. You should have said, not you people, how about you say, my people, bring us all together. My people should wear poppies, Well, this is a poinsettia, but anyway.
I think we're poinsettias too.
Right.
But let's hope, but here's the thing, racism is dying.
Thank
it's old
goodness,
and
man.
It's dying.
It's just hanging in there.
And
right?
I think that, like Don Cherry kind of represented that
old look, right?
Old and no, not dying yet, but
well,
but you know what I mean? Like I think those ideas are dying. So moving ahead to 2020, let's focus on just accepting everybody, one another. We have to celebrate our people. We have to celebrate unity in everybody.
Right. Not the little ton of unity, but unity. Not unibrows.
Sorry, Unity, Saskatchewan. Shout outs to you. I've been there before. I love that town.
Yeah, me too, man. There's good Chinese food.
Drive by that all the time. They do got Chinese food.
Oh yes, they have an A&W in Unity. They have a Subway in Unity. Unity is a growing little place, man. I like that little town.
Yeah, man. You never know with RezX. We might shout out your little town.
We could be there. We could go on the road, man. We're
Mayor
taking it
of
on the
Unity,
road.
invite RezX.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And we won't even do it in vehicles. We'll do it on horseback, which will take us a few years, but we'll get it done.
Yeah. So other things about 2019, I haven't wrote much other thing down, but we're gonna get to that in a minute. But we're gonna talk about more Indigenous stuff as we get into 2019 in review, and that's all coming up after the break, after a special announcement from our sponsors, Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Authority. More RezX coming up.
We'll be right back. Yeah.
During this holiday season, we take time to reflect on this past calendar year and all the ways, with your support, SIGA has been able to share success with our communities. Following our guiding principle with Tasplin, we are proud to give back through volunteerism, sponsorships, and by creating opportunity for First Nations people in Saskatchewan.
From all of us here at SIGA,
Merry Christmas!
All right, everybody, welcome back to RezX here, and this is the 2019 year in review and 2020
coming up. On deck, right?
Yeah.
2020 on deck.
Oh.
And who's ready for 2020?
Okay. So anyways, well, Tyler's fixing that here. We're going to talk about some of the best Indigenous things of 2019. And in there, this was the best Indigenous thing of 2019.
Mr. The best of the best of the best, sir.
So I only have a couple here, and maybe you can add to this list here later on. But I think the best Indigenous music video of 2019 had to be Bougie Natives.
Snotty Nose Red Kids, right?
Yes.
Oh, those guys are something else. Yeah. My wife is the first one that showed me some of their videos. And then when I was teaching grades 7 and 8 before in Little Pine, I introduced it because we were studying writing and lyrics and like that. And it just hit them. They're like, this is something so cool that we've never seen before, Mr. T. And I was like, yeah, and they're Indigenous artists, rappers, singers, and they're all over the place. They just recently toured in Mexico too. Did you know that?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Man, they're all over the place.
So, yeah, check it out on YouTube, guys. Bougie Natives by Snotty Nose Red Kid. Definitely best music video of 2019.
I agree.
All right. And also, I think, I know, this is my own film with me and Candy. But did you know that our film, Keep Going My Daughter, won Best Short at the Saskatchewan Independent Film Awards.
I didn't know that,
And
but I'm
also
really
won
happy to.
Audience Choice Award, too. So we picked up 2 awards, too.
High five, right, man?
Yeah.
This one's going out to you, RJ. Good job, girl.
Yes,
Right?
yes, featuring Colby.
Oh, yeah, Andrea and Colby, too.
and,
Yeah. Anyways, RJ.
But RJ was the star. Of
RJ was
that's
the
for
star,
She really
okay, yeah.
was. She's the star. So check that out, people, on APTN's Lumi app. You can download that and you can watch our documentary on there. And big shout outs to Candy Fox. You deserve those awards. That was just amazing working with you.
Let's
and
give her a round of
yeah.
applause, man. Yeah.
Keep
Oh,
Going,
go
My
with you
Daughter,
and
Best
her, yeah.
Indigenous Short of 2019. And also, Best Indigenous Documentary of 2019, without a doubt, had to be We Will Stand Up.
Good one.
And I think that's going to be airing on APTN soon or next year. But I mean, it's already made its rounds through film festivals and a lot of played in a lot of theaters and throughout
I think it played in
Saskatchewan.
Battleford, too,
Yeah,
for
I think
quite a
so
while,
too. And for those people that don't know, what We Will Stand Up is about, it covers the Colton Boucher trial, and that happened in 2000. Actually, no, it happened like a while ago. But that followed the court trial. What happened throughout 2018, I think, and
It really stirred up a lot of things in the Battleford area too.
Yeah.
But everybody in the whole area is starting to kind of like come away with it, and it's kind of like something in the past, and people are just looking toward moving forward now and learning from the mistakes, right? But it was actually my Neatham, Jay Tootoosis, that was in the lead role, not the lead role, but heading it off, and this guy. She was doing some really good work out there. This guy's getting a big head here.
Anyways, continue on out here. But yeah, I mean, like that was like that documentary. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, try to go see it sometime. Look out for the screenings. Go on Facebook and try to find out more where you can find the screenings. But that was just a really very sensitive documentary. And that's the thing with Indigenous people. Like, we deal with a lot of these serious issues, you know, and it's hard to look back. But I'm very happy that filmmaker Tasha Hubbard was able to capture that, you know, because
She's phenomenal, hey?
Yeah.
Because I remember
I'm glad somebody was there, and I'm glad it was Tasha. So.
her first work with the Starlight Tours
Yeah,
in Saskatoon. I remember seeing her work
Oh,
there
man.
the first time. Yeah.
But okay, let's look back at other things too. Here's the crazy thing about that moment. I lived in Saskatoon during the Starlight Tours. It was just a very sensitive time, and so, you know, again, message moving forward, 2020. Let's learn to love each other more. Let's learn to, you know, accept each other.
Work together
you know,
to make
Indigenous
this nation
people.
a good nation, right?
That's what the show is about, RezX. The showing
Right?
about the positive
Yes!
of our Indigenous people
Positiveness.
as well. And yeah, definitely. So do you have any other things like that were best Indigenous of
The
2019?
best Indigenous, let me think
Anything
here.
best
Anything
Indigenous.
best Indigenous. Besides us? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, what
Ethan Bear, best Indigenous hockey player.
Right. What about
without a doubt?
Erin Goodpipe going to
Goodpipe.
further herself in BC right now, enjoying that BC weather while we're freezing over here.
Yes.
Yes, and she's busy pursuing an acting career, I believe.
Yeah,
Taking classes,
yeah.
So that's a big thing. In
And you know,
2019.
like Erin, you know, like although she's not part of the show anymore because she's moved on, we wish her the best of luck.
Yes,
moving
we do.
forward. You know, like she's taken some leaps and bounds, and she's always RezX family. So
Yeah,
we love
true
you,
that.
Erin, and please
Right.
come back and be a guest on our show in the new year.
Yes, we'll prepare special 10 questions for Erin.
Oh, yes,
Right? It would be fun.
So with that, we're gonna take a break here. There's, you know, if there's so much amazing good things our Indigenous people have done, and we're just gonna say Google it.
Yes. Cook 'em Google
Cook
or
'em
mush 'em
Google.
Google. You can ask them questions and you don't have to
Alright.
give them tobacco.
So with that, we'll be right back after this the latest break here. Your special word from Siga. Be right back.
I'm Phil Andrews.
And I'm Jared Dumba. Watch Pats TV, where we bring you in-depth analysis and break down the games for your Regina Pats.
Featuring the latest news, highlights, and interviews. Pats TV, Wednesdays, right here on Access 7.
Brought to you by Cameron O'Kalita, improving lives through debt solutions for over 20 years. 306-359-0200 for your free consultation.
Pats TV, only on Access 7.
So I says to the guy,
oh wait, that's too soon. It was too soon.
are you laughing with me or at me?
I
think you
read your mind.
used the force.
Mind
You
tricks.
read the punchline. Okay, so welcome back, everybody, to RezX. And so what we're doing right now is wishing you guys Happy New Year, but we're also looking back at 2019. So with that, I want to ask you, Tyler, what are some of, in 60 seconds, what are some of your best memories of 2019? Go.
Okay, I got this. My highlights of 2019 is being part of an awesome family. I love you all. Being married to a wonderful wife. I love you too. And having a wonderful daughter. Love you, my daughter. And being part of a really unique, awesome team at Sweetgrass School. We work together. We got good team leadership and everything there, man. It's a really highlight being there this year. And I want to say a shout out to all the teachers and staff and all the kids of Sweetgrass School too, man. You're the highlight, you guys.
Well, that was amazing. You still got 30 seconds.
Okay, and I'd also like to send a shout out to our little dog Mango. I guess that's our baby at home. I gotta send a shout out to the little dog. I guess Mango just came into our lives, and I guess she could be a highlight, even though sometimes I wake up in the morning and step in dog piss. But you know, that's the thing about having a dog. It's a blessing. I love having piss on my socks. It's a highlight. And you know why it's a highlight? Because she's going to eventually grow out of it, I hope.
I have a cat that, like, puts her paws all over me at night and stuff.
Yeah.
And who knows where those
It's a
paws have
massage,
been.
eh?
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about, so I'll share with you guys about my highlights. Let's see here. Okay, all right, I got it. And you can time me.
Okay, timing
All
starts
and
now.
go. Okay, so I'm already losing minutes here. Highlights of 2019 have to been making a film, Candy Floss, and the film. Keep Going, My Daughter made its debut at the Hot Dogs Film Festival, so I went to Toronto, checked out the Toronto Raptors game while I was there, and that was really awesome. I always talked about that in the beginning of the show, and that was really great. And also, we won 2 awards later on too, so that was like really big highlight as well too. Some low lights too was going missing, but we're not going to talk about that, okay?
Right.
But that was followed by quitting drinking for good this time.
Maybe that'll be next year for me.
But for real, that was the biggest thing that I've done.
Yeah.
And, I'm just going to go over my time here just a little bit because I want to set a message because it's really important because, like, quitting drinking for good, like, drinking and me have always been something, that, like, especially my 20s and my,
Okay, keep going, Chris. Keep going. Keep going. Stay with it, man.
okay.
Stay with it.
So just sad.
Just at a time.
But no, for real, what happened was like I made that decision, and I'm trying to put it out publicly because I think the more and more people know about it, the more people can hold you accountable, right?
And the more they'll support you.
The more they'll support me,
Right.
And when I had kids, I completely slowed down. Basically, my kids saved my life.
Yeah.
But I was still going out every few months, It wasn't really much of a problem, but when I would go out, it was madness. It was like I just couldn't stop, and it wasn't until recently that I really realized, okay, I really do have an issue. And I want to say that to a lot of the people watching, for inspiration, that you can do it too, people. You can, because you know why? I'm curious to know what is like a 100% sober Chris like. What is it? Well, this is it, So this is part
This is a
of it.
good question, and those are questions you need to ask yourself. And it's good that you're like not denying it. You're just coming straight out with it and hitting it nail on and grabbing the bull by the horns, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
That's it.
Yep.
So, and that's the thing. I'm looking forward to a sober new year, and with that, we want to talk about new beginnings, new year. So let's put on our cool glasses.
Here
These glasses
we
can
go.
look into the future, folks.
Party rock.
So I'm looking to the future, and you can see the future.
Right.
Let's talk about our, Tyler, what are your resolutions
All right,
2020.
Okay. I got this. I've been planning this for like 6 years, and it's been shelved, and I think I'm going to try it this year. This year, what I'm planning to do this year with myself is I'm going to try and go on a totally raw food diet. That's like vegetable juicing, trying to eat right. I know everybody says that, and I've tried it before, and it totally affected me mentally and physically. My thoughts were so clear. And then we bought juicers. We watched a documentary. It was called Fat, Sick, and Left for Dead or something like that. And the man tells about how we're over-medicated, we're eating all the bad stuff. Watch that documentary, buy yourself a juicer. They sell them at Value Village. It's the best thing you could do, man. It's wicked. And then I've been teaching kids about this too, and they really like the fact, we can make these juices at school. And I was like, there's healthy alternatives. And you buy a juicing Bible. You don't need a Red Bull. You can do the vegetable juices, do the same thing. I swear, man. And it's so good. It's like refreshing. No preservatives, no chemicals, no added acids, sugars, or anything like that. Just pure Mother Nature. Semak yum.
That's good resolutions. And, before we go, mine is just to get in shape for real this time, because I quit almost everything I quit, right? Everything, as I mentioned, quit drinking, quit smoking, quit, a lot of things.
You quit popping chips.
Quit popping and locking, I used to pop and lock, but I stopped. I quit that too.
And now Chris's new motto, because he's going to be eating differently, I don't want Pepsi, I want water.
So with that, my resolution is just to get in shape. I know that everybody talks about this, but it's just to do it, to make a resolution.
He's going to get a six-pack.
I'm going to get a six-pack. And I'm not talking about beer this time.
He's going to get a six-pack. He'll wash clothes in his tub on his belly. Yeah. Like an old washboard.
My wife will come home like, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just washing your blouse, baby.
So with that, let's Happy
Let's
New
do
Year.
this, man.
Happy New Year. Yeah.
Enjoy yourself. Be yourself.
Thank you to our sponsors, the Saskatchewan Indian Gaming Authority.
Thank you, Sega.
I'm sure there's music playing right now.
Oh, I love music. I always hear music in my head anyways.
Thanks to our sponsor, the co-sponsors of the season, the Sigayawak Artist Collective, Siga, everybody that supported us this year, thank Access Communications for bringing us back.
Thank you, Access.
Continuing support. Thank, my wife, my kids, my family, SAS Polytech for, my reserve Red Earth.
Yes. Thank you, guys. It's a year to be thankful, right?
2020.
Right? The thankful year.
The future glasses can see.
2020
We're gonna have a good year.
2020 vision.
2020 vision. Whoa!
So we can see before we get into trouble. Yeah.
All right. With that, thanks for watching. This is our last episode, by the way. Of the season.
We got canceled.
Can't get canceled. And with that, folks, thank you for tuning in. I love you. Thank you very much. And we out.
Rad here.